Hey guys, it's Ava, or Aligned with Ava, and today I am going to be doing a short little video giving you guys just a little spiritual insight and motivation to get through the week. And I'm also going to be pulling a few cards from this night sky deck. It's just gonna give cards with constellations that have names on it, zodiac signs, and any of these things might be significant to you, numbers. And I also have a card that explains the seasons and things like that. So we'll just go over the cards that we pull, and then I will go from there. It's been a while since my last video. I'm doing better than I was in that video, so I felt like it was time to post something and let you guys know that if you saw that video and or you've been trying to live a more spiritual lifestyle, that it does get better, because I am still here and I am grateful to be here, and that kind of foreshadows our spiritual lesson of the video. But before we get into that, let's get into some cards. That was just me shuffling the cards, by the way. Alright, I'm just doing like 3 cards. Perfect. Okay, so this little card basically just says the red heart is spring, the little 3-leaf clover is fall, the arrow is summer, and the red diamond is winter. All of the seasons on the 3 cards that I pulled are summer. So summer may be significant, maybe summer is your favorite season, maybe things are happening for you in summer, maybe summer is just significant for you in general, or the summer is significant for you. But let's get into it. So you have 2 upright cards, the hero, Hercules, which if you are a fan of Hercules or the Hercules movie or the mythology, this is a pretty cool card. Yeah, you know, Hercules is strong. He has good morals, at least in the movie, right? The Disney movie. And he goes the distance. You know, he knows that he doesn't fit in his environment, and instead of being negative about it, he tries to not only achieve his goals and better himself, but find where he belongs, right? Where I belong. He's trying to find where he belongs. And I feel like that's like the journey, right? You're trying to find yourself. Yeah, I'll just give you one last look at this card, and it's also the number 8. So 888, abundance, things like that. It just hit 4 minutes on my timer as I said that. The next upright card you got was the serpent. And 6 can mean different things. It can mean that you might have somebody in your life that's not who they say they are. It can mean you're dealing with some fake energies. Take it how it resonates. It could also just mean that you resonate with snakes. Snakes are actually pretty cool animals. I didn't know until recently, but like we have more similarities with snakes than we think. And yeah, you can take it as a positive sign too. Honestly, snakes are cool. Maybe you're just cool. Maybe you're smooth like a snake. And the last card we pulled was a card in the reverse, which is Draco the dragon. Draco, like Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter, or just dragons in general if dragons are significant. But this card was reversed. Also 999, 99. 9 is a big number, big energy, but it is reversed. So maybe there is a dragon, maybe there was a battle or something that was like huge that you had to overcome recently, or that you are overcoming, and obviously it's in the reverse, so you're doing what you need to do. Back to the spiritual insight. So I was looking back things that I had to tell myself on my spiritual journey, and one of them was to work on finding your own inner peace and to be more grateful. The thing is, life is never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something that triggers you, or something that annoys you, or something that doesn't go your way, doesn't go how you expected it to. And a lot of the times, as humans especially, we focus on these things and give these things too much power and too much energy. It is easy to spiral into a negative thought pattern. Obviously, certain exceptions, but I think why worry or stress yourself out about something when you can try to have the best attitude about it until you actually have to face the issue. But being grateful can help remind you that you have a lot more good things going for you in your life than negative, and it can distract you from the negative thing that you might be overplaying in your mind. In a moment like that, there are so many things that you can be like, I'm grateful for this, that can help you take your mind to a more positive thought pattern, and also remind yourself that life is not that serious, it's not the end of the world. You could be grateful for waking up that morning, grateful for being healthy, grateful for your loved ones, grateful for the oxygen that you're breathing, just having clothes. There are so many things to be grateful for, and when you count, you don't have to count, but when you think of all of these things, you realize that you are a lot more blessed than you realize, and it's easier to focus on the positive rather than the negative, but you do have to put in the effort. I hope that you are all having a good day and that you have a great week, and remember to try to be grateful the next time something happens that makes you angry. It is okay to be angry and to feel your emotions, but the important thing is how you process and or express that emotion, and how you act afterward. Do breathing techniques. Remind yourself that you can give yourself inner peace more than anybody else can, or anything outside of you can. Your brain is very powerful. It is difficult, especially when there's a lot going on outside of you, and a lot of the time it's things that may not even be about you, or aren't meant to affect you, but it's just life, you know? It's somebody mowing the lawn, it's a bird chirping, and sometimes those things that, you know, may not seem triggering can be triggering based on our situation and circumstance and headspace. So it's important to remind yourself that when you're getting worked up or you feel stressed out, that the best person to help you calm down and feel better internally is yourself. All right, let's do one last card. Also, tips on, okay, we got, ooh, okay, interesting. All right. So we actually got 3 cards. I'm gonna stop. You got the little lion, 2/2. That is spring energy. You got more summer energy, but this is in the reverse again. This is the swan, ace. This came out sideways. The fishes, 5/5. I feel like what I'm getting from this, you know, the little lion, just have a little bit of courage to put in that effort towards yourself mentally, whether it's, sorry about the dust, whether it's making yourself feel better internally, working on that inner garden, working on ways to make yourself feel safe no matter where you're at, or maybe working on making yourself feel safer within your home. But putting in that effort, even if it's small, is going to make a big difference. The fishes. When I think about the fishes, I'm thinking about like the sea, the ocean. 5/5/5 is like change. It's giving that there's a lot of opportunity, and since this has fall energy with the 3-leaf clover, I feel like this is signifying that there is a lot of opportunity in fall for you this fall. Well, I guess it's kind of winter, but maybe this fall/winter or this upcoming fall, there's a lot of opportunity for you, but you just have to have that little bit of courage to start putting in the inner work to heal yourself. And with the Swan reverse, I don't know, maybe it's time for you to stop presenting yourself as, maybe you present yourself very stoically. It's not that it's not okay to be stoic, but maybe it's more about like expressing more of yourself. Maybe there's other sides of you that the universe is encouraging you to express to help bring you this opportunity. With that being said, I hope that you guys stay tuned. There will be more videos in the future. If you liked this, I can continue to pull cards in future videos. The eagle at the bottom of the deck, so that's a final card. Be strong, be brave, be courageous, and remember that you are enough. Bye.